Hello fellow Helldivers, Thornton here, and today we're going to be talking about new vehicles coming to Helldivers 2. Of course, we are at an auto show that's about to be for the Pikes Peak race up that mountain tomorrow, but we're going to go over new vehicles in Helldivers 2 and what you guys need to know. But without further ado, let's get into today's topic.
So Helldivers, if there's one thing I actually love about this game more than anything else, it's the vehicles, which I guess is actually just the vehicle. We got the FRV back in around December when we got the, Illuminate finally coming into the game, and it was by far one of my favorite things ever added in. I used to love running around in the Warthog on Halo and just driving around while gunning things down, and it's pretty much an exact replica of that, including the physics that always seem to flip me over. Speaking of which, I would actually love if they actually did a Halo-inspired FRV skin. We've gotten a lot of them in the past war bonds finally unlocked for new skins. That being said, the question is, when are we going to finally get some new vehicles and what can we be expecting? Well, we have a plethora of new information to go over today, and the first one I'm going to talk about is actually this cargo truck. This actually seems to be the next one to come into the game, as basically it is fully rendered and even has gameplay. Mint over on the Helldivers leaked Discord said some dumb clips of the cargo truck. I'll go ahead and play them here right now so you guys can go ahead and see how this thing actually functions, but it's not a combat vehicle, but let's go ahead and roll the clip so you can get an idea.
Oh boy, this one's kind of like ass. Obviously, it's probably not working.
So from that, it looks like at least it's probably going to be some kind of mission objective type vehicle. It doesn't have any guns or anything like that. It's probably to transport, well, like it says, cargo around the map to complete mission objectives. That being said, there are some others that will be coming in the near future. Before we go into that though, I did actually want to go over this real quick. I totally forgot. Dripku, one of the actual data miners, showed us that Hulks seem to be getting their jetpacks pretty soon. He uploaded a gameplay clip on YouTube. You guys should check it out, but I'll go ahead and play a short snippet of it here. But it shows basically the jetpack Hulks flying around. They aren't textured or anything yet. They're just giant and pink, but this is going to be a pretty dangerous thing that's actually going to be coming to the game in the near future. We've been waiting for some automaton upgrades and storylines to go on, and stuff with Cyber Sand seems to be right around the corner. Anyways, going back to vehicles, we did talk about that cargo truck just a second ago. Now, there was also this thing called the Colony Rover that Iron Sights let us know about. It is a super Earth vehicle and may be able to be driven by players. It has driving properties. You can see the rover on certain missions, but it is destroyed. The mesh was mixed with his destroyed counterpart. I tried to do my best to clean it up. And if I'm going to be honest, my personal opinion is that this actually probably got turned into that cargo truck. They have what seems to be kind of the same concept of transporting cargo. Along with that, there's no weapons on either of them, so it would be a little redundant to have both. So in my opinion, the Colony Rover probably got turned into the cargo truck, but it's still something we could see in the near future. Also, I wanted to go over the fact that in the files, there has not been any data mined or leaked information on, well, the Hammer motorcycle from the first Helldivers game. If there was one vehicle I'd want to see come in next, it would be this thing, which has a gunner seat next to it that is pretty fun. It's a motorcycle, obviously, and think it would be a great addition. That being said, either Arrowhead is hiding it really well, none of the leakers have actually shared anything on it, or it's just not planned to come in the future. But something that was talked about a lot coming to the future is actually the APC. This is basically an upgraded version of the FRV. Iron Sights, if you watched my video yesterday, let us know. APC is one of those things where I actually have no idea. It's up to them. I could see it being added with how many people want it, and I understand why people want this thing so bad. I'll play a gameplay clip right here, but this thing is basically like an FRV, as I said, on steroids, and would be a great addition.
There's something here. More super!
So that thing seems absolutely really fun. Like, I just can imagine getting the whole squad in and just mowing down Illuminate automatons and bugs all over the map. There was one other thing that's been leaked for a very long time in terms of vehicles, and that's a Bastion tank. It was posted on the Helldivers leak Discord saying, "I have not data mined. All the credit goes to Iron Sights and Schmo for obtaining the model and texturizing it. Here is in game. They said it barely has any features as of now since it's early on stages of development." It was posted on the Helldivers leak subreddit a few days ago, and I saw nobody put it here. It's been in the files for a very long time. Obviously, it's an anti-tank kind of vehicle, which is great against, the automatons. That being said, I also don't think this is coming anytime soon. As he said, there's very little features actually on it. That being said, I think it would be one of the cooler ones to come in. There are actually a list of data mine images right here that show a bunch of vehicle variants. You do have the two mechs there, but you can see two driving vehicles and also tank icons as well with flame and ballistic shells. So honestly, that does seem like it's very possible, or that at least Arrowhead is playing around with the idea. A lot of this stuff is very cool, and I hope it does come in the near future.
Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts about Helldivers 2 and the new vehicles that are potentially coming in the future? And as always, don't forget to check out the video in the top left corner where I cover more news on the daily. And until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep spreading managed democracy.